sound the alarm. And there's Tornado and Hissy. They're in the cage. It's their turn today. He's lucky it's Easter. And he gets a turn with Hissy on Easter. Yeah. But in a little while, we're going to come out and they're going to be free because it's just breakfast time right now and it's his turn. This is how we do it. And there's sound the alarm. Oh, he's sucky. He's got to watch. Happy Easter. Happy Easter, Hissy. Happy Easter, Tornado. It's Easter 2021. April 4th, 2021. Yeah. Oh, there's sound the alarm. There he is. Oh, look at their Christmas presents. That says Tornado at the top, Hissy in the middle, and sound the alarm at the bottom. Yeah. Daddy made those for you. Yeah. Oh, they're having some treats together. Yeah, it's Easter. Yeah. Well, because if I don't, they fight. So it's kind of sucky. But they got to have breakfast. And see that far cup there? And that cup there. And there's a cup by the blue drinky thingy. And that white one. That yellow one's treats and that purple one's treats. But in those cups is seed mixed with fruits and vegetables, which has banana. And it has cucumber. It has zucchini. It's a slice and zucchini and cucumber. It has green beans. And it has a big chunk of banana. And it has peach. And I mix peach. And you know what? I got to remember not to do that again. Because peach and banana don't really go together. It's not the tastiest. So, yeah, I have fruit cocktail next. And I have mandarins. Oh, yes. I line them up and I give them a little bit, then I eat the rest. And there's sound the alarm. He's going to stress out. He wants to get at Hissy. There's sound the alarm. You're a good boy. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Soon they're going to be going in the big cage at nighttime and stuff. Oh, yes. So there's their cages and their little setup and stuff. And there's their exercise perch. They used to go up there until they started licking the wall. You can see the big yellow streak. That's from them licking it, believe it or not. That's why there's people all over here. And now they're not allowed up there unless they're exercising. And they'll lick that wall all day. So that's a problem. Yeah, you guys are wall lickers. Okay, so there's Hissy. There she goes. Yeah, so they just stay in there for a little while and we just sit here and have breakfast. See, Daddy had his breakfast. He's having his too. I sit with them and have breakfast. It's breakfast time. Yep. And before we have breakfast, the window goes open and the curtains, depending on the season, what happens. And then we have to close it because they can't concentrate because the birdies and everything's going on. So then you close it and then they start eating and they pay attention. Then in a little bit, we're going to open the window and the curtain. And then they can yell at all the birdies outside. And then after a little bit, probably one more hour, it's 9:30 right now, we are going to, we're going to come out of the cage and that is it. Then I rip apart the ride and, well, they go up there on that perch and then that's it. Then they're free. And don't forget to turn off the ceiling fan. Right? See, he's eating his breakfast. There he is. Good boy, Tornado. Good boy. Always having breakfast. See, he's in there. That's the fruit and vegetables. See, you make it into a liquid kind of. You put it all. You blend it all up, and then you make it like liquidy because they regurgitate their food, right? So you got to do it like birds, right? Then you put the seed in the bottom of the little cup that you might just. Whatever, however you make it, a bowl, I don't know. Then you put the seed at the bottom, and then you put the liquidy like stuff that you made. So I do like fish and vegetables, or fruit and vegetables, or egg and vegetables. I never mix egg, fish, or fruit, or all that stuff because they get sick, right? And so it's either egg and vegetable, fruit or vegetable, and fish and vegetable. And always checking for bones in the fish. Know what you're buying, right? Know what you're using. And, you just for a few days, that way you make sure you get it into them, because when you first change it, they're kind of fussy and like, oh, you switch the food. There, see, she goes, right? See, they eat it, see? Know what's in that? That's fruits and vegetables. So at first it's wet, right? So they like the little bit that it dries. And then when they eat the seed, it's not just dry and fatty and it doesn't have nutrition in it. It happens to have all the nutrition that, because egg has, so what food has, right? So you Google what they can have and what they can't have, and you just don't put in what they can have, and you get a good thing. So I've got it worked down to about cucumber, zucchini, green beans, yellow beans, all the fruits except for avocado. I don't put kiwi. So pretty much, banana. I mean, I mix it all up, and you're always changing it, so it doesn't have to be all the fruits all together. So you give them different flavors and tastes, right? So we've been doing tuna for a while, but I'm gonna get that succulent $6 a can friggin' crab meat. I think that's coming soon with 15% leg. It's really expensive, and boy, that stuff is expensive, right? And mostly I got to throw it in the garbage. So I for a little spoonful, it's very expensive and luxurious for them, because I don't eat seafood and it's expensive as woo. Sometimes I do shrimp platters, and then I put them in the freezer and I cut like little shrimps off, and we do that. Oh yeah, the shrimpies. Oh yes, haven't done that in a while. Yep. So we do tunas, we do crab meat, we do shrimpies, and then we do pink salmon. Oh, I might get pink salmon. That's a little cheaper. Because I throw away the crab meat. That's really expensive, but I do give it to them because hey, they're my babies. So $6 a can to go in the garbage. It's pretty expensive. But today's Easter, and happy Easter. Yep, thank you. And see, they talk too. And they said Easter. And I got them chocolate bunnies. And later I will show them the chocolate bunnies. But, after when we have dinner, because we got to do chores and stuff, and that's just got to be done. That's the rule, because, it's poo-poo and dirty food and stuff. Yeah, and boo-boos. Oh, yeah, we don't want to be hanging out in the poop. They've been pooping all night in the cage, so you got to clean everything. I rip it apart and put it all back together. Every single day I do that. Yes, every day. Oh, it's a big job. Yes, you're a big job. Hey, but, you got to be clean. Oh, we have bathies. We just had bathies the other day, didn't we? Oh, yeah. Oh, you had a bath. Oh, yes. It's good timing, too, because Easter. So there's my babies. Happy Easter. Say Happy Easter. Say. Yeah, come on. Yeah, say Happy Easter. Easter. Yeah. Want to see the word for treats? Check day? Check day? Check day? You having check day? Yeah, check day? Is good? Check day? That means treats. Does it mean treats? Check day. Eh? Check day? Yeah. Check day? Because, I go to check day. And I said, oh, treats? And they're like, woo, yes, treats. See, they're not really whistling right now because they have treats, right? When they don't have it and you say that, oh, they get really excited, right? Because birds all day, they eat and they eat and they eat and they eat and they eat until bedtime. Because every 12 minutes they have a poop, right? So they constantly need food in their stomachs. So 12 to 15 minutes they poop. So imagine all day they're pooping. All day, all night. Even when they're sleeping, they're pooping, right? So when they're asleep and at nighttime, it slows down, but they still poop because you wake up and there's lots of poop all over the place, right? So, yep. So they need to eat a lot, right? And I think they have a secret pouch inside their stomachs. I think they have 2 stomachs. I'm not sure. I've never really Googled that. But yeah, so they have a reserve pouch, I think, and they adjust their crops. That's why it looks like they're yawning, and they do that constantly, like this yawning motion, right? And That's them taking crops from their belly and putting it over into the reserve. And so that's why they eat a lot, right? Because they constantly poop. So you can imagine they're constantly digesting food, and they get hungry a lot, right? And that, when they wake up, they're going, eat. And I make them wait, I got a scheduled time, and that's the time we wake up. Everything's scheduled and routine. And summer's coming, so we're going to get to go outside in the cage. And I can't wait because it's outside, and they love to go outside. But I don't put harnesses on them or anything. I can't risk losing them because, you know what? I love these little guys. And I know it's sucky. They're trapped in this house and in cages. And I really, that's one thing I don't like. I wish they could come back and stuff. But, there's no life out there. I'd let them go, but they won't survive here in Canada in the winter. And, what, man, I'd hate that. And I'd be like, there you go, right? And they're free. And then, I found out in the afterlife, like, oh, man, the snake ate my bird. The cat got it, or oh man, how bad would you feel to know like your bird was absolutely fine and you felt bad, so you let it go, and then a year later the cat got your bird and ate it, or like he ate a piece of plastic or a cigarette butt or something, or what, somebody shot it with a pellet gun, or I can't live with that. So you're good with daddy. Okay, yeah, you're good with daddy. I love you. I love you. Okay, we're going to open the window now, guys. So, happy Easter. Yeah, later we're going to have chocolates. You're going to have chocolate bunnies. We just got 3 chocolate bunnies. Yep, and I get to eat them. But you get to see them. Yep. I will present them to you, and they will be your chocolates, and I will eat them on your behalf. They're solid bunnies. Yep. I love you. I love you. My name's Sean White. And in this cage, that's Sound the Alarm. The white bird, he's Tornado. And the other one, she's a female. She's gray, you see her. She's listening to the sounds. He's playing instruments for her. And her name is Hissy. And those are my birds. And I'm glad that they were in my life. Good boy, Sound the Alarm. You having breakfast? Good boy. Yes, good boy. Atta boy. It's good for you. That's good. See, they eat it. See, they like it. Once you train them like that to eat that, oh yes, they will. They actually, you put treats and that in there, and surprisingly enough, they eat the real food. See that? You think they wouldn't? They would just go for the treats. But look, you see that? That's real food in there. Mixed with seeds, of course. But see that? There's 2 different kinds of seeds. One's with real food in it, and one's with just dry food in it. See? So they do eat it. They make choices and they like it. See? And look at, that's how they're healthy. And you got to exercise them. See? People that clip their wings and clip their toenails, you got to get the sticks. And you know where you can find sticks? In the bush. If you have to, you go in the bush and you whittle them down and you sand them with sandpaper, get the husband, or do it yourself. Come on, guys. I mean, it doesn't have to be, I know the pet store wants you to make food, but I don't like what they're selling, and I'm not down with it, right? You see my sticks, they're all wood and stuff. Pure wood, right? From broomsticks or wherever they came from, you can buy them at. You can actually buy some of these sticks. And look, sometimes they're not appropriately sized and you want to put them on angles and they got ladders. They got to be stick, guys, because you can clean the poop right off them. See, when they poop, they're in there right now. Like, you see something? If he poops on that stick, I'm watching, right? When I'm not watching and I'm not here, I can't do nothing about that. So you wash their feet, right? And you don't have to use soap, just regular water, and wash their feet with water, nice water, and wipe their feet. And it's a little bit of a challenge, but don't be mean and be very gentle and careful. But you can wash their feet, and surprising enough, it's not that really all that sticky to their feet for some reason. But yeah, so yeah, when they poop on that stick, I get up, I have toilet paper, you see that? And I wipe it right off the stick for them. Hopefully I don't miss it. Sometimes I'm not paying attention and I miss it, but that's what I do. I chase the poop. You see, there's poop. Here, I'll show you some. I'll show you some. You see that poop? Now I'm gonna go and get some toilet paper. Okay, watch out. Then we go in. This is a door here. So they break. These cages break. I'm hanging on. Okay, so we got to get the poops. See, so I get the poop, and that's it. Then we put it. Yeah, it's poo poos, poo poos. So we get the poo poo. The recycling plant can verify my findings. So that's what I do. Remember to always keep these doors closed. Careful, because you don't want to break their necks. Hasn't happened yet, but it can. Everything you always got to be thinking. Hey, leave the window open. Boom, into the window, broken necks. Cooking, boom, into the grease or the toaster oven, the oven or the burner. You know, you gotta lock them up, man. That's it. Cats, dogs, you know, you see them playing together. Bad moves. Shame on people. You know, I see you doing things and you're like, oh no, they grew up together. Listen, man, they're not human beings. They're animals. And I don't want to hear they grew up together and this and that and all the things you're all doing out there. Man, shame on you, right? Not that you care, but I cared tremendously. Come on, guys. Look what I do just for my birds. Just for 3 little birds. They're just birds, right? In the reality of the scope, they're just birds, right? Well, that's not how I think of it, and lots of people don't think of their pets as just dogs or cats or birds or hamsters, right? They're a part of you. They're little living beings, right? They're your little children, like you hatched them yourself, right? They're a part of you. They're a part of your family. So you got to stop thinking, nah, they're birds. They grew up together. Oh, they'll be okay. Don't worry. I wasn't thinking. No, man. You got to be on everything. You know, you got to be a machine, a robot, a computer. You got to be the most smartest guy, smarter than Einstein when it comes to animals. Like thinking, hey, man, that little edge, I'll show you, like, see this thing here? Say they broke, right? So I had to put something there because, boom, they'll get their head stuck in there and stuff, eh? That little thing keeps that bird from trying to get out. He'll play with the thing. He won't stick his head in there. But they can get stuck. And sometimes those edges get sharp and they can cut their toes and bleed. And they'll bleed to death. It don't take much. You look how small that creature is there, you know. See, he's playing. See that? See? He won't try and go through the hole, though. See, I got a few spots where, you know. Oh, he's playing, huh? There he is. Yeah. He's showing off the hissy. Yeah, there's something you learn. Yeah, so you got to think of those things, right? Every little thing, just something like if that thing snaps off, you just throw it in the garbage. You go and pull it off, and then you throw it in the garbage. But you know what? Be careful because those little sharp edges can be sharp and cut their toes or their face or blind them. Or man, you know, who would have thought this little edge, right? These things, these are something else I don't like. You see that? You see that right there? You see this? Stupid that is. Yeah, another stupid. You see this? You see this? Another stupid thing. This is made for crackheads. This.